Young Kobe.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Anything Can Happen podcast, episode 55. I'm your host, Captain of the Crew, Straw Hat Squirrel. With me to my left.
That was loud in my ears, fellas. Young Goofy, what's happening?
Back with us today, straight across.
Been MIA for a minute, but it's your boy Manimal. Shoot.
MIA Manimal. Go ahead and talk about it, Manimal. Where you been at? How you been, brother?
Man, I've been working off. Damn.
Sits in the office.
Manny, putting you into work right away, brother.
Oh, Manny must hate me, bro. But I've been working at the warehouse. It's been hectic. I have like a couple trucks coming in.
I seen you building some boxes today.
Oh yeah, I was building the crates. Yeah, I was on my Bob the Builder thing.
Making a cardboard house?
Nah, it was a wood house.
A wood house?
Yep.
What?
Nah, but like we wrap like the furniture. Like we'll wrap this and like we'll put this in a box. Wrap it in brown paper, and we'll put it all in those boxes and like ship them. Say they go to Hawaii, they get put in a container like those big old cargo ships, and then they get sent to Hawaii or Japan or
I used to do it with my Uncle Corey. He used to work for the moving company too. He used to have to stuff the hell out them boxes.
Yeah, it was it gets crazy. Right now, it's crazy. Right now, I've been getting off super late, and like, it's not the biz.
Yeah,
it's not.
Well,
the biz,
aren't you supervisor now?
I'm warehouse manager.
Even better.
I'm telling you, he just bees in the office.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, he be lying.
These people think that I'm just sitting around
behind
doing
the desk
nothing,
the whole time, bro.
He's the one giving the orders.
No, I'm not. If anything, I'm on the forklift the whole time. I'm like, dee, dee, dee. I can send a video,
See,
bro.
that means he's not even lifting anything.
Yeah, you need to do the
expose
magnetic
himself.
stand for your phone and just bat.
He just expose
I
himself.
should, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, I should. Just stick it on the just. They just records the whole thing. I actually recorded a video of me like putting stuff away.
I seen that. I thought someone was gonna fall.
Yeah, I did too. Hey, there be times I'm like, oh. I'm like, whoa, dude.
You shaking, dude?
Hey, no, because I'm at the top and that thing's like 30 feet in the air. And then like I make one sudden move and this whole thing is just, I'm like, oh.
So they want me to drive some stuff like that at my work too, but I got anxiety and ADHD, and I feel like because there's stuff on the top shelf, it's really like the flooring stuff, so it's all hella heavy.
Yeah.
I feel like if I mess up there, I'm bringing down a whole aisle of heavy product, and I'm good. I've already ran into a pull over there on some other power equipment, dented the hell out of it.
Oh yeah,
I was trying to backwards Bob drive it.
Oh dude, on Saturday.
Yeah.
On Saturday, my boss had me pull a trailer with the forklift, so I'm going and like if you make one wrong move with the forklift, like the trailer was like I turned this way and go boom, and then I scratched the whole trailer. I scratched another trailer. I was like,
you swerved on the corner,
but I had to buff it out. I look at it every day. I'm like,
wait, do that move one more time?
No, but like you had to buff it out, and like the pain's gone, but the scratch is there.
Damn.
It looks like you hit a tree.
just lean a branch over on it.
You hit a tree.
Put a big branch on it. Mute it again, Manny.
Oh my! It's part of my vocabulary, man. I'm just on it, dude. I'm tired.
Goofy, how's your week been, bro? Anything going on in the week? I know your work weeks are always crazy.
Yeah, honestly, like I said, I don't know if I can.
He just sits in the office.
No.
He's behind the desk.
No.
Giving orders. Dictator.
No. I go out and write reports about a lot of people getting hurt on some nonsense. Like people doing dishes. Slice their
Bruh.
My bad, Manny, I cussed. But like I'm talking about deep cuts.
You gotta be one stupid mother.
No. It happens often.
Walmart.
There was
I mean, I do that with my box cutter from time to time.
There was a incident where someone had got hit with the bottle that fell. It was fully full. It's kind of heavy. Slumped.
They got a lump and they got slumped.
I've gotten hit with a dolly. Like
we had to deal with a lady who is
good thing I have a hard ass head.
We had to deal with the lady who is what is that called? What is it when you don't remember stuff? When you're
Amnesia.
Old? No.
Alzheimer's.
Is it Alzheimer's?
A concussion.
What?
It's when you're old and you forget stuff, right? It's Alzheimer's.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
No.
I don't know.
It's Alzheimer's.
I don't know how she was. I don't know how she was dementia. I think that's what it is. Yes. Anyways, it's I think that's what the condition she had. I don't know how she was allowed to drive, but she was driving.
She's probably not.
She had a big old. I don't even know if I keep saying this, but a big old dent in her car, and she's also an alcoholic.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, no, it was. We had to, and then like. We had to deal with AAA, and like it was so hard to do because I didn't know any of her information. I didn't know any of her stuff.
She didn't want to give nothing either.
I didn't retrieve that until I would like later on, probably like 30 minutes onto the phone with AAA because I had to do this crazy 3-way call with my boss in AAA and have him be on speaker and have it on this phone.
Oh man, you're the middleman.
Yeah, bro, it was quite an experience. Kind of annoying.
Oh,
but
no.
yeah, no, dude, I get eventful weeks. I be out there. I've been doing it. I've been doing stuff. I'll be out in the field. But it's like, bro, some of this doesn't need to happen.
I feel it.
Like, and then we have a lot of people too who like, cause like we have older housekeepers.
Yeah.
So like,
you're around a lot of rich folk.
They
too. So
they don't properly lift with their knees. Sometimes they lift with their back. And then injury report.
Damn.
Goofy sent that way. Damn it.
Goofy, another one's down.
Down to housekeeping. No, it happens. Once I like
there's gonna be a code for this.
Bro, no, it's like literally I'll answer it and then like I say what I gotta say to let them know I'm security. And then they'll be like, oh, just the person I want to talk to. And then off the voice I'll be like,
you again?
What happened?
Again?
And then they'll be like, can you send someone down? I'm like, yes.
Linda, this is the third time this week, and it is Wednesday.
Listen, Linda.
Bro.
So dementia, you forget like how to do certain things. That's what dementia is.
Yeah.
Alzheimer's is like it affects the memory, so it could be a bit of both.
I think it was that one.
Okay, you said memory, mother.
Well, it's the same. Thing, yeah. It's still memory.
Well, it's not, but the same, but different.
But still same.
So it could be a little both. You got a little dementia and a little Alzheimer's in them.
Yeah, no, it was an experience though. Today was this week was very very eventful.
I'm just gonna call it Code Cali. Another one. Another one. My work week has been all right. I kind of made fun of last week. We had a no truck day on our Saturday, which is usually a big truck day.
Oh, nice.
And I decided to mess up people's day. We decided to barbecue for the store. Well, for the overnighters, because we never really get stuff. They decided to cook for us. I decided to bring some hot sauce.
Oh, nice.
I walked around and I told everybody what it was. I wasn't going to be an asshole about it. I told them, I was like, this hot sauce is 6 million Schofields. It's going to burn going in and burn coming out. Who wants to try it? I walked around the store. I had at least 15 to 20 people try this sauce. One dude said he liked the way it tasted. He didn't like the spice to it. He handled it. A few guys handled the end sauce like nothing, bro.
Fuck that, they get a spoonful.
Yeah, I told him, I was like, all right, you get a spoonful of this.
You gotta swallow it.
You last 5 minutes without making a face or having a drink, I'll give you $10.
$10 is crazy.
Damn, so you had to give
$10 for those people. You don't make a face?
No. Honestly, I'd say like 50 or something personally. Because I know that's just gonna, I know what it feels like. It is not pleasant.
Yeah, you know what it feels like. Other people don't, that's the thing.
Regardless of.
That's the thing. But listen here, right? So I handed it out to a couple people. My overnight supervisor, I gave it to him right when he came in. He wanted to try it. He tried a little dab of the thing. He immediately went to the freezer, ate 3 popsicles, 2 ice cream sandwiches, and drank 2 waters right after that.
He's white.
No. He Mexican as hell.
What?
Yeah.
His name's Gerardo. Try it.
His name's Gerardo.
You try it? I will.
Yeah. Okay, bet. We'll try after this.
All right.
Oh, we'll try it next pod on the pod.
All right.
I'm not sure we'll have time today. But I also gave it to a couple other managers. I'm sorry. I gave it to one of our other guys. I didn't know Okay. In my defense, I didn't know that he was known as like a garbage disposal around our store. He eats everything. And he falls under peer pressure really fast. He's a manager. Really, really big guy. I'm not going to say no names besides my overnight guy. So this guy, I told him to take a small dab of it. He put a nice little chunk on his hand and sat there and contemplated it for a while until the spot got bigger on his hand. And how I told everybody else, like, you want to do a quick lick it, like, just and get it over with. This man proceeded to do this and kiss his hand. He said, so it got all over his lips.
Do that just one more time?
Huh? You need to be under the jail.
Say, how did it go?
So after he ate this, I ain't gonna lie, he did fall under peer pressure. I had like 8 people around already tried it, and they were just they were like kind of cool, kind of dying. He tried it. He was like, He ran out the store. Ran out the store to his car, came back with a big smart water, started chugging that. He could not make any pages on the overhead for a good 45 minutes after this. And after he finally did, I hear, this is exactly what I hear. Now that I can finally talk, I need all the closers to go get cards. Thank you. Breathing hella heavy. I go to check on him because I don't gotta do no cart random. I go to check on him. He tells me he can't even handle talkies. I told him what the Schofield was. I told him what was going to happen. I asked him, I was like, why'd you take it? He's like, I wanted to earn cool points with everybody. I was like, dude, you sure fucking got him. You sure fucking got him.
Sure got him.
Now,
damn.
The one I really want to talk about, I gave it to the manager that's in charge of overnight. She took a small little dab of it. My other overnight supervisor, Mike, ate some. Nothing happened to him. He was really unfazed. I wanted to make him eat more too because he was legit unfazed. I was mad. She had a little small dab. Immediately wanted to fire me. But I told her what it was. I was like, you can't do that. I was like, you pretty much signed a verbal waiver. I had a witness. She went and got a popsicle, but she ate it in the most sussest way possible. Yes. How you would think... I don't want to make the gestures.
Make the gesture.
No, I don't want to make the gestures.
I want to see the gesture.
No, but it was quickly in and out of her mouth a very amount of times in front of a lot of us. I was wearing shorts. I had to leave. I was going to pitch a tent, and I was like, nope, I'm out. I was like, nope, I got to go.
She said, girl.
Yeah, no. I had to get the fuck out that back room because I was like, this is very suggestive. She was around 4 of the guys and me. I was like, you know what? I'm out of here. I went on to give sauce to more people. Then I come back out to start getting my work done, and I see her talk to my OG, the one that's my 6-year-old homie, Severio. And I mean to tell you, she had another popsicle, but she was tongue punching the fuck out this popsicle, bro.
How's she doing?
Tongue punching the fuck out this popsicle, right? And I seen this, I had to walk away because I was no part of the conversation. I didn't care what to hear about it. I'm in shorts. I was like, I'm getting out of here. Come to find out from OG that he didn't even know what the fuck she was talking about. He was distracted the whole time. He was like, she's like, you should know what you're doing. You're a grown woman. You can't be doing that in front of grown men. All that to say is, you're grown. You know what you're doing. You need to relax. You need to relax.
Calm down. Calm down.
Yeah, that's how my work went. Oh, we also tried that habanero hot sauce too. I had everybody overnight try it. I ain't gonna lie, it's fucking fire. It's good.
The XXX thing she's showing.
It's called habanero. It's honestly gas. That shit'll fuck on some wings.
Shit.
But that's how the work week went. Tongue punching ice cream, bro.
Jesus.
Crazy work.
That's wild.
Do y'all got any news to discuss? I know you had something you want to talk about. Come on. He's vigilant. He's vigilant.
No, I don't even know what she looks like, but it just sounds funny. Like that's why I was like, show me how she. Anyways,
the first one was wild.
Thor's getting his 5th movie in the Marvel sequence franchise. I can't even speak right now. Holy shit.
So Thor's getting Thor 5.
Thor 5.
Now, I seen the video you sent me. What storyline do you want it to follow out of all those? Because I know you're more into the superhero comics than us. Well, me for sure. What storyline would you want that to follow?
I don't know, to be honest. Like, I don't want it to go back into like how
The press Thor, or the unhonored one Thor. Or the
no, like
Thor?
how like just unserious the last one was.
Oh, the last 2.
But yeah, pretty much the last 2. They were good movies, but they just weren't like, like serious. And Thor is like kind of in a way like a serious character. He does like crack jokes here and there, but like these movies were like super bubbly and whatnot. And yeah, now he's technically a dad, but like
He is a father.
I feel like he's still like he should be like more serious rather than lacking it and then having to work on all of his combat skills again.
Chris Hemsworth is Thor, right? So Chris Hemsworth's actual daughter is Thor's daughter in the movie. Did you know
for
that?
real? No, I
Yeah,
didn't
that's his
know
actual daughter.
That's lit.
That's pretty sick.
Yeah.
So what I was from what
A
the
lot
video,
of actors actually do that.
that's honestly pretty sick though. But from what I got from that video is, I don't know his name. Who's the horse face one? The one that had the horse face that wears the Thor fit. You should know this. Talk while I look it up.
Thor face. I'm not too sure.
Horse face. He has a
Not
horse
too
face.
sure.
Dude, he has a
But
horse face.
how do you feel about the last couple Thor movies and like how they went about?
I didn't watch the last one where he was in Asgard, and he was I think it's like a Friends and Family or some.
Yeah, that's the one where he just got his daughter.
That one. And then
I don't
But-
know.
So
I watched the one before that when he was fighting his sister.
Oh, okay, that one's
Yeah.
pretty good though.
Yeah, that's
That was
actually a good
alright,
one.
but I didn't.
so
I
you
didn't,
watched
I
it
didn't
up until
like
it started
that one.
sucking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like Loki and Thor like teamed up, and then they both got their ass kicked by their sister.
No, she's really strong. She's
Yeah, I know.
She's a really strong
She
being.
even caught.
Did she kill Zeus?
Manoir. Was it Manoir?
Yeah,
Manor?
and just crushed
Manoir.
the
She
whole.
just and then
Hela. What's her name? Helen.
Hello.
Something with H.
Heli.
Yeah.
What the hell?
What the hell?
But so
Speaking of hell, Hella Bird.
what I want to happen. So at
Fuck
the
the
end of the
guy.
last one, is it Love and Thunder was the last one, right?
Yeah, Love and
We
Thunder.
seen a glimpse of Hercules.
Yes.
Hercules.
So I seen that what could happen can be a Battle of the Gods movie, and I feel like when they should bring out Horseface, which his name's Beta Ray,
Beta Ray.
and he is actually the original holder of Thor's axe. What's it called? Storm.
I don't know what.
Stormcast.
I don't know what is Stormcast.
Stormcast.
No, but the thing is I've supposedly heard from, well, just like from the video that I sent you, he says that this is most likely possibly the last movie of Thor, and Thor possibly might happen to die.
Because his contract's up, probably. It's his last movie.
That and they
Maybe.
are building a whole new Avengers team too. Like with this movie Thunderbolt, the team's legit called the New Avengers.
And what about the Doctor Doom movie? That one's good. Was it End
I'm
of
hyped for
Wars
that
or
one.
something?
Yeah, can't wait
Yeah.
for that one.
So
And
the
they're-
axe is called Stormbreaker, not Stormcast.
Stormbreaker.
Stormbreaker.
But yeah, Beta Ray is the original holder of Stormbreaker. So I feel like in this next movie coming up, if he pops out, he can legit just snatch that from the daughter. Be like, this is mine.
He's boom, and they get like they're both calling, but it just goes to him.
That'd be sick.
That'd be fucked up. Now she
What the
has.
hell?
Now she has no weapon.
She's a child.
He's a child. You need a weapon. You're a child.
She's a fucking strong child.
She'd be like Hella or Heli.
Hell, the helly.
I don't know her name.
But honestly, I'm kind of hyped to see that movie. 'Cause I've already caught up. Actually, Thor is one of the only movies I've actually really caught up with all the Marvel stuff.
I think like the Iron Man is the only thing I'm caught up on.
I heard Ironheart is garbage. I heard it's gonna be garbage.
I don't know.
Spider-Man. I haven't even watched all the Spider-Man ones.
I'm caught up with
damn,
that, boy. I don't think we're getting that till 2026.
Well, also, Adult Swim picked up regular show.
I seen that. I think you sent me that too. So they picked up regular show, and it's got a whole new name. It's called regular show, The Lost Tapes.
Yeah, so it's all the side quests and
Yep.
shit. Like just the random fuck off days, they would be like, "All right, let's go do this."
It's gonna be all fucking
It's gonna be them
rated R type.
Yeah, they're gonna be fucking hitting the bong and shit. They're gonna be behind the fuck.
Because the show was already mad suggestive. The show was already intended for adults.
Yeah.
And then with it going to Adult Swim, we're really gonna get the adult version of Mordecai and Rigby.
It's gonna be funny as hell.
What I'm really hyped to see is what kind of songs they make on this, because they were already making bangers on the one that was for kids. So imagine what they're gonna do for the adult ones.
Yeah,
it's gonna be like not Stan, Steve from American Dad.
Oh yeah,
and Steve had bangers, so I'm really hoping they got some bangers on this one.
Steve's a G.
He got some vocals. He's a good guy.
Very much so. I don't have any news for us. I think the only thing I've seen that is that all this summer, Nickelodeon channel will be having SpongeBob on 24/7, 7 days a week.
It's a lot of SpongeBob.
I'm not mad about it. Great cartoon.
A lot of SpongeBob.
Honestly, it was on all our lists from number one. It was on all of our lists as like the top Nickelodeon show. It was in everybody's top 5 lists or top whatever list.
So how many episodes is that a day?
Honestly, they got a whole. They're making a whole bunch, bro.
But that's like 2 per hour, 24. It's 48 episodes a day.
That's crazy. Episodes back to back. We switching up a few every day. They also have like a SpongeBob camp when they're supposed to be smaller. Like the Krusty, it's called the Krusty camp or some shit.
What day?
I can't even watch TV for that long. I know. I'm at work all damn day.
Hey, I still I would put on SpongeBob at work.
I can't even sit down for 10 minutes.
You're in the office.
I'm not in the office.
Manager.
I am not in the office. I'll tell you that. I'm not in the office. I'm in the office 10 minutes of the day.
He's in the office and he drives a forklift. He don't.
I drive How can I be in the office and drive the forklift at the same time?
I said end. There's an end in there, which means you only go out to use the forklift, so you don't live.
No, I don't.
You don't use your back and your legs.
I'm going to the Bear tomorrow, dude. 5:30 in the morning.
You're sleeping on the drive.
It don't matter, bro.
See, exactly.
I'm still going. And I got to work, bro. When I get there, I got to work. He's
going to be the one pointing people out. He's going to have a clipboard like this.
I'm not even lead. I'm a regular guy tomorrow.
That way.
I'm a regular.
Over there.
No, I don't carry a clipboard when I'm out on the job. I'm not the writer, man. I don't do the inventory.
I don't know who the writer of this shit is, but they got to stop. So it's called, the one I'm talking about is called Camp Coral, and the animation on this was fucking weird.
Yeah,
man, what the hell?
They're really just having money grabs all day, bro.
That's crazy.
I believe Krabs is the guidance counselor or something, so is Mrs. Puff.
I don't like it.
Squidward's probably the cook. Sandy's there. She's got braces.
It should like make their parents like the Krabs' fucking dad. Or like
he's already the old head though, so I mean that kind of makes sense.
But he owns the Krusty Krab. Like who? Like make a backstory about Mr. Krabs. How he get that?
Oh, they went over that in the whole SpongeBob thing.
See, I don't even know more,
him
bro.
Him and Plankton both had the Krabby Patty formula from a shop, and it somehow got cut in half. Where Krabs got most of the stuff and remembered everything else, and then he built the Krusty Krab, and Plankton had the chum bucket and didn't have.
See, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
It's a no for me, dog.
But anything else in news-wise, guys? I don't got nothing else.
Nah, I ain't got nothing.
Yeah. All right. On to our shows for the week. We'll end with the movie. So what do y'all want to start with?
Let's go in order.
What's the order?
So the order I have it on here is I got Vigilantes first. So we'll start with My Hero Academia Vigilantes, episode 10.
I liked it.
I honestly really liked this episode.
I liked it.
I thought it was kind of
honestly, it got me a little sad.
I was sad as hell.
It got for the first 5-7 minutes. I was a little sad.
That's when it talked about Freaky Fist's wife, right?
Yeah,
bro.
Got me a little sad.
I didn't know that. I didn't know she was in the hospital like that.
Dude, so I didn't even know she wasn't. I didn't even know he had a family. So it proves that he has a kid and that he has a wife. He technically has a job, and he goes. That's who he goes to see every day, and that's what he goes to do every day. And they break it down to him that they can't find what's exactly wrong with her and why she's feeling like this, and they pretty much have no cure for it. The doctor's explaining it, but then they go to the flashback. She's getting attacked by a bunch of bees. That girl's there.
Fucking bee bitch.
And I'm not gonna lie, before they showed who it was, I was like, that's gonna be their child. Turns out I was wrong.
Hear me out. They call him Freaky Fist's grandpa. What if it's his grandchild?
What if it's still blood?
What if it's one of his bastard child? What if it's his bastard child?
Nah, because
I got my family here, but
because when it shows her walking home and doing her whole thing, like, oh yeah, Dad, your credit card's maxed out, your credit shit now, but don't worry about it. She killed her parents.
I thought that was like a random family because she said time to go to the next home.
Nah, she was talking about finding a new place to live. But I'm pretty sure those are... Oh, you actually may be onto something then. You may be onto something. Maybe that actually is their child and she's just jumping from home to home.
Yeah, it got me... It had me... The works were rolling, the fucking gears were turning, and I was like, all right, I'm right. And then it showed her, and I was like, I'm wrong. But... And then it goes to show the baby Wolverine.
Yeah, he's an informant now.
Yeah, he's a big old rat.
Snitch?
For
Freaky Fist and the crew.
Only for Freaky Fist.
Yeah.
So now he's his people's now.
Yeah, he's going around in different high schools and trying to figure out if they have seen this girl before. And he goes up to a group.
I did see that.
He goes up to the group and is asking people, and everyone's like, "No, we don't know who that is." But one girl's like, "Wait, what do you want with her?" Tells him to go meet him in the alley. Let me tell you, bro. I am at the gym watching this on the treadmill.
You're wild.
So let me explain. I'm at the gym watching this on the treadmill, and there's some girl right next to me who's fine as hell. I'm not gonna lie. This girl was very good looking.
You got the...
Bro, I was no. Yeah, like
said piston tit.
It was like this. It was like she was like, "Come with me to the alleyway. Let's go." And as she's like,
out immediately.
Pause. She started lifting her skirt. I was like, "Oh!" I was like, I started doing this. I started running. I was like, "Hey, no!" And bro, I was like, "Yo, like this is crazy right now. Like, why did it have to happen right now? Something like this out of all moments." Bro,
she's probably watching and she's like, "Hey, why are you blocking?"
Bro, like,
move your fucking hand.
Move your hand. I'm trying to watch that too.
Dude, this girl's really good looking. I'm telling you, damn.
So the bees came out of her hole, right?
I can't even get her Instagram.
Let's not ignore the fact that the bees came out of her, right?
Bro, yeah, no.
Let's not ignore the fact that the bees came out of her.
Wait. I don't even know if I can say this. She's in high school.
I don't. But the bees came out of there.
Mute that.
Crazy. Homie had that shit on him though. He said, bee killer. Smoked the whole alley. And then he was still about to get swarmed by more bees. And then all I seen was fire. Whew. I ain't gonna lie, I thought it never pulled up.
I don't know. I was like, in my head, I was like, who has flames?
I thought it never pulled up. I was like, I haven't seen him this whole show. I was like, the heroes are finally popping out. Turns out it's just his homies.
Didn't he pull up in like episode 3 or some shit?
Yeah, but I'm like,
just like for split
for like a 2 second, like for a frame. That's it. But like,
other than that, no.
Yeah, that's pretty like, and on the whole getaway, legit homie's like, bro, you gotta stop like getting yourself into this stuff. Like,
him and his other homie.
Lately. What's going on? And he's trying to like tell him like, it's really nothing, right? Then Koichi pops out and is trying to say what's up, and then Flame was like, hey, didn't we beat that fool's ass a couple times?
Bro, and he still shows his face.
Everybody knows. Those dudes already know him. That's why. Everybody around town knows him as the nice guy anyway. But now they're going to...
Still. Terrible hero.
He is.
He's one of the only heroes that tries to hide his face, but doesn't really hide his face.
He can't.
Terrible hero.
No, he shows his face
He
too
just
often.
puts his fucking hood on.
And he goes like this.
Yeah, and then Popstep pulls up with him too, and then Lizard Homie's like, "Hi, you still haven't found a skirt that covers your ass?" She throws a bottle at him. Ah! Look at that goofy's work. Hit with a bottle.
Smack them.
The whole time they're still arguing in the background, but Koichi is trying to have a conversation with little Wolverine. Is this the same episode? What happened after that?
What do you mean?
What happened after their conversation?
After their conversation, it went back to... Damn.
This episode was legit all over the place. They had three storylines. That was the first part. I think after that, it cut back to when they were at Koichi's... I wouldn't even call it an apartment. They went to Koichi's place, and I guess Popsicles got a message from a message board saying...
His penthouse?
Yeah. Stupid. She got a message saying like, "Oh, they're holding a concert at this venue. You should pop out."
Okay,
and do something
that's what happened. To be honest, after that happened, I swear to God, I was legitly just focused on making sure my screen nothing was popping up. I was at the gym. This episode messed me up at the gym. I swear to God, it pissed me off. I was laughing like, because I've made eye contact with this girl before. We made eye contact a couple times. It was like one of the very first times we ever got on the treadmill right next to each other. So I was just, minding my business, watching some anime, laughing. She see me laughing. So that's why when I came up, I was like, ah! And I was just so distracted. So distracted.
You have to strike a conversation with her.
I have.
You have?
Yes.
I would have let her know after that. Like, this isn't what I usually watch. It doesn't really happen like this a lot.
No.
Only in Fire Force.
Yeah, no, I was not gonna watch Fire Force in the gym.
Oh, definitely not. This episode would have been okay watching.
Yeah.
This episode.
But so she gets the message saying that she should have the concert there, and she's contemplating like, damn, like, is it gonna be even worth it? And then Koichi doesn't know whether to give her tell her to go or tell her not to go, follow it or not follow it.
It's Freaky Fist. What do you think?
Yeah, he's like, how can I get by this without getting punched? What you think, master? He's like, hey, do whatever the fuck you want. I don't give a fuck.
He said he pretty much gave her the Jordan speech. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Pretty much. So is that when they call in the older girl?
Yeah, that's when he's like, who can we like find to help? He goes, actually, I got someone. And then she's like, yes, he's gonna help me. Brings in the shorty. And that's when she comes. She's like, "All right, this is what we're gonna do." And she has absolutely zero faith in what she's saying to Popstep. Popstep's like, "All right, bro, I honestly don't care." And then she starts hitting it with the facts. Starts doing the emails. Starts doing the calls. And she's like, "Oh, you're serious? You're actually good at this."
And she realizes she's like, "Okay, I can either trust you or these two dumbasses." She's like, "My options are very limited. I'm going with you. You seem more trustworthy with the shit." So then she starts making calls to the agency where Captain Celebrity works. Like, hey, this is going to be good promotion. No, it doesn't got to be paid. We just want him to be there.
Hey, I hate his song.
I do too. I don't know why he has a song. But let me get to this part now. So the day of the event, they're about to head out there, right? Freaky Fist says he pretty much has his own things to do, but he's tailing B Shorty, and he finally got to her at the end of it. Stop. Blue Balls is there. We don't know what's going to happen there. If you were Freaky Fist grandpa and you were to catch this B Shorty, what are you doing?
Beat the fucking shit out of this.
She's not having another eye.
This is for my wife!
I'm fucking that bitch up.
Yeah, no, she's missing another eye, let me tell you.
He's a vigilante. He ain't following no laws.
She blind now.
Yeah, she can't see out of
She got
no
another
eye.
place the bees come out of.
Hey, which hole you think it came out of?
What the fuck?
I just think she's all B now, bro.
Oh, B?
Yeah.
Killer B.
Yeah, she's the whole queen bee. I don't know. I hate this bee bitch so much. The fact that she did that to Freaky Fist's wife, too, I'm even like, oh, punch this bitch right in the fucking shark teeth.
Bro, and it's like, Because I thought that even if you didn't have a quirk and you got stung with those bees, you got a quirk, but she got sick. Or was it because she got stung by too many, or
probably that? If she was allergic,
that's what it is.
Allergic to the
bees
juice? Because it's not a real bee; it's a fucking mechanical bee.
Still bees. Still bees.
It's a mechanical bee. It's a robot.
Maybe she got some real bees.
It's an AI bee.
Maybe you got some fake bees, real bees.
No, they're fake bees.
Yeah, maybe some real ones.
Fake bees.
She couldn't just start with all fake bees. It couldn't all just be mechanical from her jump. She could probably have like real bees from the jump.
I don't know how she got them to be robots, but they're AIs. And I don't know how she produces so much. I don't know where they get stored.
Where do you think they're stored? Continuing.
I was like, the large intestine's about like, I believe like 22 feet.
It's a lot of room for bees.
Saying.
So it cuts back to where the concert is going to be held. They're getting an overview of the spot. It looks good. She was talking about how it's going to have a large crowd and how there's a restaurant right across the street and how they're doing a live entertainment to promote those place. At the end of the episode, we see a footstep. Bow. I think my theory is going to be right, bro. I think Hero Killer's going to pop out and get his name Hero Killer from off in Captain Celebrity. What do you guys think?
I think that guy's too cocky, bro.
He is too cocky. That's why no one likes him. Bro. But so since they always say that he's the #1 hero in America, does that mean that what is her name? Miss Captain America, whatever.
Stars and Stripes?
Yeah. Does that mean that she's still in high school then?
This is 5 years. This is 5 years before My Hero.
I know that.
Yeah.
So I'm saying that means she's like still in high school, because like technically he, I'll say Pop Step, but technically All Might meets her when she's like in middle school or like somewhere in like 6th grade or something, because he saves her, and from that point on she's like becomes one of the strongest heroes, and that's what it literally like her story says in My Hero.
I believe so. She's probably still in high school, and I think once this food gets off, she's probably already gonna be like next, already on the way up, like the Million was. Like the Million was a senior, already getting looked at like, oh, he can possibly be the next #1. So it's probably the same thing over here in America.
Mm.
But this episode, I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna give this one a good 9. This is fire.
I'm giving it an 8.5.
I mean, yeah.
No, I give it an 8. Solid 8.
Yeah, because you almost got caught up at the gym.
You know, it fucked me up. That was not cool.
Like
not cool, guys. Wrong. Bad timing.
I love the whole story. It was a 9. The only part I'm giving a big gripe to is, why they gonna come out of there? She got a mouth hole.
She has ear holes. I don't know.
Nose holes. Stop it there. On to the next show. What do you want to do next? Go down my list or what?
Yeah. Oh my.
All right. So next on the list, I got Windbreaker, episode 8. I ain't gonna lie, I like this episode too. It's pretty gas. So it starts out with them having a conversation with Tatsubaki. What were they talking about in the beginning? I honestly forgot.
I don't know. I just remember them eating.
Oh yeah. So Tatsubaki was buying everybody grub, and she's like, "Oh, everything's on me." And then the twins popped out.
Oh yeah. Let me tell you. Are you the type of friend when someone says, "Hey, it's on me"? Are you gonna order the most expensive thing, or are you gonna get the cheapest thing?
No, I'm gonna get what I usually get. Like if I already have my meal in front of me, I'm not gonna be like, "All right, I want 2 chocolate cakes. Give me 3 Oreo McFlurries." I'm not gonna be that guy. I'm gonna be like, "Okay, I already got what I got. I'm pretty full. I'm not gonna eat no more. Good looking. Just give me another drink."
But that's what
You're the jackass.
No.
Give me a steak.
That's crazy.
3 steaks. Give me a tomahawk.
That's
give
crazy.
me a tomahawk. Make that tomahawk wagyu.
That's crazy. No, I'm not.
Throw some caviar on the side just so I can have it and say I had it.
Some black
I
truffles
always go
too.
for the cheapest thing. That's what I'm asking. But like, cause like they're like, "Oh, it's on you." I'm gonna just eat.
Yeah.
That's what I'm asking. Are you the type of person to get the most expensive thing, or are you gonna go for the cheapest thing?
I'm gonna get a moderate thing, and that's it.
Yeah, I'm gonna get the way I usually get, like just a nice sandwich, some fries.
Yeah, that's it.
I don't even really get shakes when I go anywhere. I don't like getting.
Yeah, see, I wouldn't even get a shake if someone else was buying me.
Oh nah. I don't even get shakes anyways.
I do.
Yeah, he does.
I know.
Sweet tooth ass nigga.
I do. Get a drink and I get a shake.
But the twins are probably so close. They're like, oh yeah, we know you got this. You're the dancer here. You got it.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But I think they were talking about how the performance of the singer girl, because she was singing in the beginning. It was pretty good. Yeah, she got vocals, not better than Steve. And she came to the table to talk about it. Tatsubaki was hyped to congratulate her on the performance. Then he sees how beat up her hands are. He's like, what the fuck happened here? She lied about it.
She jumped out of a 3-story building.
Yeah. I was just parkouring before this.
Yeah.
Didn't want to let him know. And the captain, the waiter fool pulls up and is like, hey, don't say a word to him. If he does, he's going to go on a damn rampage. We don't want to let Tatsubaki know what happened to his girl.
Like brothers and sisters now.
Yeah. Deadass says that's like his little sister. Then he gets a tug on the shoulder from one of his guys saying, hey, there's a whole nother gang running around the street messing everything up, bro. We got to go out there and settle this
No,
right
they
now.
said it's the same gang.
But they're more people, though, right?
Yeah, more people.
Yeah.
It's a damn gang.
Bro, legit just kicking down signs, being dickheads.
No, they were fighting people.
Everybody, but no, they were fighting other people from the gang, but like, bros are just being kicking down signs.
Oh, yeah, no, they were just fucking
That
shit
little
up.
menace to
being
society.
YNs.
Hey, but let me tell you, when her name was Tatsubaki, right?
Him?
Yeah.
Yeah, Tatsubaki.
Tell me she doesn't look like Rhea Ripley in that fit.
Oh, he definitely looks like Rita Ripley, bro. Definitely looks like Rita
Like
Ripley.
the 2019 without the tats.
All right, send me that. So Tatsubaki's picture's gonna be right here next to Rita Ripley's. I'm gonna put them both together. So right there. Tell me they ain't the same.
That killed it for me. I was like, damn it.
Rita Ripley ain't Rita Ripley for me anymore. I never look at Rita
Yeah, it
Ripley the
is.
same.
She's female.
Hey.
I'm not gonna look at Rita Ripley the same anymore. So it goes on to the captain rushing the scene, and then Sakura and the two homies follow up. They're like, all right, we're gonna go with you. Tatsubaki was gonna slide with the boys. Captain said, nah, we need y'all to stay back and be bodyguards for little sis. So he decides, okay, we'll do that. Once they get to the street, all we see are hands, bro. And I ain't gonna lie, this older captain might be one of my new favorite characters from this show. The way he was just chucking fools off. One fool said, I caught you slipping, try to throw another punch.
Just hip talk to brow.
Was about to flip him. As soon as he got flipped over, kicked him right in the chest at 3 other of his boys. Now, I would be pissed if I got thrown at one of my homies and we all got knocked over. Like, y'all couldn't catch me before we fell? Like, come on. Come on.
Come on,
So
man.
these fools are all whooping ass. We're thinking it's already almost done. A second wave of YNs come through. And I ain't gonna lie, this other guy kind of creeps me the fuck out. Yep, that's the one I'm talking about.
He said, I can't play
They're
the game if I can't get
this
to
is so
the
unnecessary.
boss.
We had such a big gang of people come over here and it's still not over with. You guys are useless.
But he said that those weren't part of the gang. They were just like people.
They were grunts.
Yeah, like initiation type shit. Like they just.
Yeah, like you guys couldn't do this. So you
They're
guys,
just
Yeah.
randos.
Yeah. And the only way you can tell they're actually they're actually gang is they had that band around their arm and shit.
that's so stupid.
Ganging him.
Yeah, you had the Kobe band.
That was so stupid. But he tells the captain, he's like, you know what, bro? Just hand over the skank and we ain't gotta go through this no
Why
more.
she gotta be a skank?
That's what they called her.
I know, but why she gotta be a skank?
I don't know what she did to
What'd she
them.
do?
That's why. She's just a singer.
Yeah. I don't know what. They're like, yeah, hand her over so we can go get some good eats and this will be over with. We ain't got to do none of this dumb shit. Captain gets upset. Starts arguing back. Like, we're never going to let you take one of ours. Starts loosening up his tie. Shit's about to get real. And that freaky fool's like, you know what? It wouldn't be real anyway. He's like, I can't get the loot without beating the boss in a video game anyway, so might as well do it. So
That was funny.
at the very end, it blue balls us on what's going to be this probably a way better, bigger street brawl. This is what I was waiting for this whole time. I think Windbreaker's back now. We're done with the sad backstories. We're done with all the backstories. We're about to get nothing but hands these next few episodes. I swear to God, they better not go over the backstory of this other gang. They better not do that shit.
Mid-fight, he's
they're
getting
probably
punched.
gonna do it.
Boom, gets punched, starts going black and white in slow-mo.
It's all started back in 4th grade.
Yeah.
I'd be pissed.
It went to 4th grade, rolled over to 5th. Now we're in 6th.
It all started when I was born. I never knew my father.
I was a baby.
I was abandoned at birth.
Little orphan.
Oh my god! But this episode, I ain't gonna lie, mad great. I fucked with the whole thing. I think I'm gonna give this one probably 9.5.
Yeah, give it a 9.
I like the fight scene.
The fight scene was dope. Rhea Ripley killed it for me, and the twins.
Yeah, the two.
I hate them.
That's the only reason I'm getting 9.5 because you put that down Rita Ripley
I hate
in my
him.
head now.
They went overboard on the food. I would punch my friend in the throat.
Hey, some people like that, man.
I know. Punch my friend in the throat.
Very good episode. Speaking of Windbreaker, I don't think if I ordered my jacket's gonna come in time.
Damn.
And even then, so you know how I ordered the first one and it was just a jacket? They took that option down.
Damn.
So I can no longer order just the jacket. I was telling him I gotta get the whole fit. It comes with the wig, the jacket, their undershirt, and the pants. And that's all like $70, $80.
Damn.
So
You know anybody that can piece things together?
No.
No?
No.
What about Trey?
No.
No.
You don't want to do that?
No. He can't do that.
Can't do that?
But I did see they have an option for a jacket, but it's not the Windbreaker jacket. It's from the ones with the dragon. I might order that one. That one's pretty sick.
It's crazy.
It's okay.
No, it's not.
It's not, but it's okay. The jacket's pretty sick. I still don't know if it's gonna get here in time for Hodor now. But even then, that one's like $70. That one's like $60.
It's worth. What do you mean? That's worth it.
It is. But it's just a cosplay jacket too. But I'd probably still wear it out because that jacket's pretty fire. But I do want that Windbreaker jacket though. That thing's fresh.
It's not gonna fit me in the long run though.
Well, it'll fit you for sack.
Yeah.
It'll fit you for sack. After that, maybe season 3 or 4 of this show, maybe the Afro guy gets buffer and just can't wear his sleeves.
Who's the Afro guy?
Virtue.
Oh.
Protein dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can even see you dressing as that food for the thing. Walk around with protein. Trying to hand out protein. This is my con protein.
Scoop.
All right. On to the final episode to talk about. Fire Force. Episode 8. This nun
Is a wild bitch.
I was tripping
Is this
out.
what happens in orphanages and churches? This is crazy.
I was about to say something crazy.
I'm not Catholic.
This is one of the other. This is like the second show I watched where they have an orphans at a church, pretty much getting experimented on or fed to some shit.
They do got a fucking horror movie named The Nun.
Convenience?
I think not.
So Captain Hibana is questioning the nun, saying, "Why are you here? What's going on? What happened?" I kind of liked how the nun was like, "Oh, you're so smart, Hibana. Oh, even when you were young, you were always trying to check your answers with the adults, even though you knew it."
No.
So the nun was putting insects in their food,
In their vegetables.
Yeah.
in the veggies,
In the vegetables.
In the fruits. All the foods.
all of them.
Soups and all.
Crazy.
So I'm thinking it was just that last meal that they were eating together, right? Because if it was over a period of time, they probably would have all turned, right?
I thought it was over a period of time.
Maybe, maybe not. But all I know is that the last time those guys, they all ate together, what is the girl's name? I was about to call her Sister Lily. That's some Black Clover. What's the nun's name from the 8th?
Eighth nun.
So the nun from the 8th and Hibana were the only two to be late for that dinner. And by the time they got back, everybody was already enjoying. But out of nowhere, everybody spontaneously combusted. Everybody busted.
No.
Same time.
That's crazy.
And
They busted at the same time.
Yeah, it shows them. It shows those two just shocked, looking at everybody busted, and they're just like, "What
What
the
the
hell's
hell?"
going on?" This nun has the power to vibrate fast as hell because this whole show has to do with power, like heat. So I guess her thing is like, when you're cold, your body shakes to create heat. That's her power.
Friction.
Huh?
No,
Friction.
just vibration.
Like friction.
No.
No, like when you shiver.
When you get the
When you shiver, that's her power. She's able to make herself shiver as fat to create heat.
Yeah.
So she legit solos 3 people. Captain Hibana and those 2 other dudes.
Yeah, based off her vibrations, she's able to defend herself and she'll send back your attack.
Solos them.
Like she phased through it and then just threw back?
Yeah. Makes no sense.
Dude, I didn't make no sense to me either, but I was like, what the fuck? I was like, why is this bitch so strong? Turns out, she was around for the first great cataclysm, which was hundreds of years ago. She was there with, I think she was there with
what do they call it? What is she calling her?
She's a pillar.
She's the 7th pillar.
No, she was calling her something else, like a duplicate or some
doppelganger.
Yeah, there you go, doppelganger.
Her experiments were to create doppelgangers.
Yeah.
So the doppelgangers are from Adola, which is the other world we keep seeing in black and white.
Yeah.
Hell.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Basically. Yeah.
And she's trying to bring all the doppelgangers from Adola to.
Yeah, that's what kept messing me up right now. I was like, dude, it's like going back and forth.
It's the upside down from Stranger Things. Just picture like that.
What the fuck?
So she's saying the way to create the doppelgangers was to pretty much bring them to Adola or bring them from Adola through the experiments. She went on to say that since their experiments for doppelgangers came true, they were able to bring along the rest of the pillars. And this is kind of helping my theory on the evidence, giving me evidence saying the nun from the 8th might be the 9th pillar. Now hear me out on that. That happened during the fight with the dragon when Maki was going to die. Out of nowhere, everything just vanished. Only person that noticed it was Victor. He looked at the nun and he was like, what the hell? What the fuck you just do? She's like, I was just praying. No, the fuck you weren't. You just awakened yourself as the 9th pillar. There's only 9 pillars, right? There's a 9th pillar.
Thought there was only 8.
Talk.
Yeah. And after she tells her that she's able to get the experiments that she got from putting all the bugs into their food, she's actually able to bring them back from Andola, and she's tormenting them with their voice because they're not supposed to talk. Only very few are supposed to talk.
Yeah,
but these had verbal voices, and they were actually calling out her name. And for that traumatized her to realize who was actually who, and she remembered exactly who they were. And in doing so, after that, she like froze and went to hell. I'm gonna just say that. She went to hell. She started talking to this black figure lady, and she was letting her know like, hey, like you're doing this weird shit again. Like, what's up with this? I thought you were done with your antics. I thought we're over this. And then as she's talking to her, her body's like fading away. And she's letting her know, like, whatever you're doing, this is going to be like the last time you do it. After this, I'm not going to help. And then it just fades away. And as she's still over there in Dola and in hell, everyone escapes. The 2 people with the white jackets, forget their names, and the leader of the 5th, they all 3 of them get out and they're on their way. And as they're on the way, she tells them, like, oh, you're not going to get away so fast. And then she disappears with Indola into the darkness.
Let's talk about that useless guy with the bubblegum up top.
Nonsense.
So after the hole got created, Hibana would try to give that fool an order. He's like, she wants me.
Bro, that shit.
Some weird shit.
Dude.
Some weirdo shit.
I ain't gonna lie, that fool should have fell down and he should have got spontaneously combusted by the nun. She could have took him. That fool's useless as fuck, pissing me off. But yeah, you're right. I guess there only are 8 pillars. But I think there's a whole new set of pillars because I don't think the nun's one of these new pillars. So far we got Sho, Shinra, Helmea, the one girl who can trace it, right? Fuck, who else is there?
I thought Shinra was the 5th pillar.
Well, I'm just going down the list of pillars. And then the kid.
Oh, yeah, kid was the 6th.
Pillar. There's 2 other pillars.
The nun.
I think there's is she one?
That one that we're talking about right now.
I thought she was one of the old pillars because she was saying she's around the time of Raffles.
But she's still a pillar. She's still in the link to Enola.
So can the pillars just stay alive forever?
She's a nun. That's my thing. She's just a nun.
I don't want to keep looking on this because I'm dead ass gonna get some spoilers. I'm scared. This is why I don't like googling too much about the animes. Just close that. I think it dead ass just showed me who another pillar is.
And after that, it goes over to our Night King himself, not cuddled up. He's like in, what is that called? The armadillo.
The fetal position.
He's in the fetal position. Very, very sad. Very sad that he got his sword. What did it broke? Did it break
Yeah,
or?
it broke.
Yeah, it got obliterated. It broke and
Decimated.
yeah, he got fucked up. And then after that, he's reminiscing on how it happened, and out of nowhere, he's like the
mechanic.
Yeah, I was like, he's like
Vulcan.
the fixer upper.
It's Vulcan. I know his name.
Yeah, he pulls up to him, and he's like giving him not the night treatment, but he's like talking to him like he's still a knight. But after he realizes that
He's role playing with him.
yeah, he's continuously role playing with him, and realizing that the piece that he needs for his sword, you can get it at a department store. You can go get it at a CVS or Rite Aid. You can go down to Ace Hardware, Lowe's. You can go get it somewhere. And
so pick that thing up.
He's telling him this big ass story. He's like, this is over here in this mountain of Saint Mountaintop. And he's like, where the hell is that at? He's like, it's a department store. What the I just told you it was a department store. He goes, no, it's not the same spot.
So they have.
It's not the same department store.
They're running around the whole. What's it?
It's a village, and then
The seventh, where the seventh's at.
It's a village though.
Yeah. So the whole seventh village, they're running back and forth doing a fucking mission that I guess Vulcan created the whole mission. He brought the tentacle shorty along and the other little homie along just to play extra parts, just to make sure the fool has the whole experience of the shit. Just so at the very end, when he gets the actual clue to go back to the department store, he's like, nah, we gotta go underground.
It's in Enola. Bro, I started dying.
So now, I'm pretty sure next episode, they gotta drag Arthur back from the nether to the department store. If not, he's gonna find some crazy ass shit in the nether to make a sword out of.
Bro, and I don't know. Honestly, I would just get it myself and be like, here, nigga. Like, I
would have put it in a rock. I'm like, food, pull it out of there. It's the actual Excalibur. It's in a rock. Can you tell? He should have went with that method, bro. Just like, okay,
if you are not worthy, you shall not have the sword.
Yeah,
exactly.
Pull some not dwell the sword.
Vulcan didn't think it too much through.
No,
he's like, okay, we're gonna.
It was pretty funny.
He said we're gonna go on a whole mission to find this thing.
That shit was hilarious.
We're not
instead
gonna
of just like hammering a piece of metal inside of a rock and be like, okay, I'm gonna make it loose enough so he can pull it out and feel like actual Arthur King. But this episode, damn, it's probably one of the weakest one all week. I give this one like a 7.
Really? I thought it was funny. I liked it. I give it an 8.5.
7 for me.
I liked it.
I like the whole beginning part with the nun and the backstory of the children and shit.
Yeah, I thought they could have fucking stretched it out to like half the episode, but they didn't.
Yeah, but I didn't like the nun's vibration power. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, no, the vibration power was a very confusing part to me because I just didn't understand it and how it worked. I just know that she has vibrations and able to send the flames back through her heat that she creates, which still don't make no sense to me.
At all.
But it seems like a cool power.
Yeah, then Arthur's whole little fake adventure story.
Earthquake.
Yeah, 7 for me.
Imagine just be able to start earthquakes though.
Damn, you're California. A villain, straight super villain.
Nah.
Shit.
California down in half California in the ocean.
Nah, if we're talking earthquake powers,
all of California, maybe
there's somebody
even
in
some
One Piece
Nevada.
who had hardest earthquake power, bro. He was able to legit just go boom, hit like nothing at all, and everything would shake around him.
So would Hulk?
Yep. No. No. But yeah, 7 to me. Let's get on to the last one. So we watched the Predator anime movie, Killer of Killers.
Bro, it was a good movie.
Great movie.
It was.
So I'm gonna let you talk about the shield.
Oh yeah, that was.
You'll talk about the sword. I'll talk about the dogfight, and then you'll talk about the end. Wrap it all up. So it starts out with the shield fight. Go ahead, man.
Oh yeah. So it takes place in like 1800s Viking era.
No, it was 841 AD.
It's 1800s Viking era.
1800s.
After death.
841. Not 1800s. 841.
Oh, AD. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, it takes Viking era. Viking era.
I heard it was the AD part, and I was after death.
Yeah, so it takes part in the Viking era, and they're going through a little war themselves, and this dude's just pitched up on top of a tree, just pitched up, just watching them go at each other, and so what was it that the kid had to kill his own father?
Okay.
Yeah, right.
All right. So it starts out with them on a boat, and I don't know her name, but I'm just calling her Valkyrie. That's what they're pretty much calling her.
Yeah.
Ursa? No, her name was like Ursa, I think. Ursa was explaining to her son that we don't fight for gold or loot or food. The only reason we continue to fight is because our enemy still lives.
There's still ops outside, baby.
Yeah.
Her son was like, can we just go home? We got enough gold and shit to last us like the rest of we don't need no more. And then she was on the split like, no, you're a bitch. We keep fighting. They're still alive.
The ops is outside.
Yeah, and I was like,
so we outside.
This fuck, his mom's cruel.
We got some hood shit.
So they go on to dock pretty much where their enemies are.
Yeah.
And as soon as they dock, they get bombarded with hella flame arrows.
Yeah,
And the son's about to fucking die. He's just standing like, oh.
She told him, you're catching your body tonight. Your first body tonight. Getting bloody.
You will get blood on that spear tonight.
Yeah, they fucking...
They go
pulled out that fucking Spartan shit.
They go out and just slaughter that whole tribe. Go crazy. After that, they leave one person alive. It's the captain. Have him pitched up. Bro, I thought they're going to do... I believe it's called the Iron Eagle or Eagle Heart or something like that. So, anatomy goofy. I don't know if you guys know this. I'm going to go in full doctor mode right now, but I don't know if you guys know this. Your lungs are not in front of you. Your lungs are in your back.
Yeah.
So what they would do in Viking era is they would slice open from the top of your spine to the bottom, rip open your rib cage, pull out your lungs, and have you spread out like an eagle or spread out like a bird.
Yeah. Batwing.
Yeah. And you would just be hanging out everything from the back, and that's pretty much how you die. You would die
Ooh. That sounds like a fatality.
It does. It is. And so I thought that's what was going to happen. I was like, it's going to be a cool visual to kind of get at. He just gets chopped in the leg. After that...
No, he got chopped on the side.
Hold up. He gets chopped in the leg. After that, he's telling the son, you can't kill a defenseless person. You can't kill someone in battle that has no armor or no weapon. You will not go to Valhalla. I will torture you in your dreams. You will see me every night and I will haunt you. After that, the mom says, shut the fuck up.
No, they were questioning about, where's your actual leader at though? Where is, I forgot the fucker's name. Was it like Zoro or some shit? Zoran?
Yeah, they call it something with a Z.
Zordon.
Yeah,
she was questioning where Zordon is, and he was like, I ain't gonna tell you shit. She hits the tree with the axe. I was like, oh, she threatened him. Nah, she put half the axe in the tree and half into his side, gashing him. He was like, oh, shit.
No, that was a leg. She hit his leg.
No, that was this.
Oh,
bro.
I thought it was his leg.
There was his guts. Yeah.
I got glare in my room.
Yeah. Put some fucking curtains up.
Hey. I got glare in my room.
Gashes him open at that point. And he's just like, oh, fuck, I'll tell you everything you want now. Tells him, and then that's when she tells the son, all right, give him a merciful kill. And he just standing there like, oh shit, gripping his stick. Like, all right. And that's when he goes on to tell him, like, hey, you can't, I'm defenseless. You're not gonna go to Valhalla. You're a bitch, don't do this. It's taking too long, so mom says, all right, fuck it. Picks up an axe and just fucking whoosh.
Half his body gone.
Yeah.
Gone.
Guts everywhere.
And then one of the other fucking Viking fools tells him, like, don't worry, you're a bitch, you'll forget this later. So they go on.
But he didn't forget it.
Yeah, so they go on to find the actual base where Zordon is.
lives.
And they're like, okay, what's the method of approach? How are we gonna get this done?
I'm gonna knock on the front door.
I'm gonna knock on the fucking front door. I feel so bad if your job was you're doorman, you gotta open the doors.
Damn.
First guy to open the door. She walked up. I ain't never seen nobody really do this anywhere. She is dual wielding shields.
Captain America.
Nah, he don't dual wield shields.
Dual wield shields? No, he doesn't.
No.
Two at a time.
Yeah,
Bro opens the door and says, what the hell do you want? She immediately just fucking knocks his head off of both shields. Fucking savage. She just goes on to fucking mutilate half the squad on her own, bro.
Yeah.
And then at the point where she's getting jumped, I'm like, damn, like, where's your squad? You see big homie pop up with an axe and just swing as hard as he can.
Chopped off like 3 motherfuckers.
This is fake news.
No, that's it. Oh,
what the fuck does he have that?
He had the American shield and then the okay.
Show me that picture again.
I think that's in like Civil War, no?
I don't remember that at all. Keep talking about the shield now.
Okay, so after he goes on to kill the first person, she just goes on the craziest bloodbath ever. Because she doesn't have full shields. It's partially cut at the top, so it's razor sharp. And she's just slicing and dicing and dodging and weaving and bucking and ducking and going through everyone, having the craziest fatalities ever. These are some creative kills. I'm not gonna lie. She kicked
somebody into a fire.
She ducked him, pulled back, said, "This is Sparta." Bow.
Put him in the fire. Then not even 3 seconds later, you see that food running across.
Bro, and she's just like, at one point she's getting beat with the axe on one of the shields because she threw her other shield, and out of nowhere, someone comes and helps, slices that guy, and then she just goes on her tear, finds the other shields, goes back, pink, 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 and then she gets all the way to the very front door. After she gets to the front door, she decides to wedge it because they're trying to close on her with her shield, and leaves the sharp part pointing towards the inside. She's fighting people, going crazy with the other sword, and hits probably the craziest kill that I think that was part of that happened. Throws the person, and his whole head gets cut off.
His shit was just stuck on the top of the shield.
It was stuck on top of the shield.
I ain't gonna lie, they better throw this bitch in Mortal Kombat. She has some sick ass fatalities and kills and moves. But I'm gonna say this right now: she is the only person I know to dual wield shields. Captain America never uses 2 shields. That is a scaled figure, brother.
Does not.
Yep.
Damn.
So she is the only person I've known so far to dual wield shields. Crazy work. When she pulls up on Zordon and says, "You know who I am?" He's like, "Who are you?" She explains. She's like, "Who are you?"
Bro, she's broke down in tears.
She's like, "Bitch ass nigga."
I don't know who I am.
So the reason why she knows Zordon is because Zordon had killed her father's whole unit, and before killing her father, he told him, decide. He said, "I either kill her or she kills you." So the father gives some last words while grabbing her hand on a knife with his hand, says, "You gotta avenge me." Avenge me! Grabs her other hand and forces down the knife into his heart. So that's the reason behind her whole get back. And Zordon the whole time is trolling the fuck out of her, saying, "Who are you?" I would have been pissed as well. And the son sees her breaking down in this moment, seeing his mom actually showing a point of weakness.
He's talking shit to her. He's like, "You're a bitch. You're a pussy. You're never been this killer. You're not that guy."
He says,
"You're not that guy.
I didn't kill your dad. You did." So a real Viking child would have actually tried to fight me, even if it meant death. Blood is on your hands. And as she's about to legit break down, the son comes up and stabs him to the chest.
No, he slices his head off.
Slices his head off then.
He slices it off.
They're feeling like everything's good. They're just like, "Oh, yes." Or how'd they do it? I know she kept doing it with the shield too. She's like, "Oh, yeah. My dog. My son. My dog." Out of nowhere,
10-foot Yautja pulls up.
10-foot fucking alien pops out of nowhere. What's the first thing you guys do in that instance?
Oh, fuck.
I'm throwing my spear.
I'm pissing.
I'm throwing my spear. And that don't work.
I'm pissing because right away, I've seen him sock the head off one of our homies.
Oh,
He said,
bro, loaded a punch gun. What the hell? I've never seen that in any of the movies. Explain to that.
That was
There's a lot of different.
Yeah, he said, shit. Serious punch.
And then he grabbed the whip. He took them all out, right?
No, he just goes on just one pieces everyone.
That's a different part.
Yeah, he goes out and one pieces everyone. Hits them left and right with backhands, uppercuts, kicks, smashes. He pretty much annihilates the whole squad that pulled up with the Viking lady.
So this whole fight, all he really had was the serious punch, huh?
Yes.
Yeah. So the first one, all he had was serious punch. Ends up knocking the whole building down. Shorty, I think this is when Shorty legit broke one of her shields blocking one of those, and she got knocked out and got sent down the iceberg. It's about to fall. Catches herself on the iceberg with her shield. Still slipping. The sun.
Bro, she got a Captain America ass shield.
I know, it's a strong ass piece of wood.
She has a Captain America.
It got some metal band. That's what's keeping it together.
That wood got some blue chew in it.
Some blue chew. Hard as shit.
Yep. Stuck that shit in some ice. She's legit still about to fall, and a piece of iceberg falls off. She got lucky that shit fell off right before her, because that shit broke the ice beneath her, and she fell through the water.
She's seen that too. She's like, oh fuck it.
The Predator is down there looking for her, but can't see her because he only sees heat. She's cold as shit in the water.
Yeah, your body temperature drops when you're in ice, pal.
Yep. She plays this shit so smart. There's a bunch of wrecked boats down there. I would have crashed out too, because he knew she was still alive. So he's just like, fuck it. He starts loading up serious punches and breaking everything. And she's doing the crawlers, she's sliding and gliding around the ice. Getting away, staying out of sight.
Slide canceling that.
Yeah.
Yep. And then she gets to a boat that has an anchor. Decides to climb to the top, pull the anchor up, and when he goes to break that boat, she fucking throws it down. It cracks the shit out the ice. I thought it was gonna break the ice. I ain't gonna lie.
No, it just damaged the ice.
Yeah, I thought it was
kind of dumb. I thought, honestly, I was gonna break it.
Yeah. So she's standing there. She picks her other shield up. She's legit gonna face off with this guy again. She sees the ice is still cracking.
No, she tells him. She goes, "Load up, nigga."
She's like, "Come on."
She said this. She's like, "Load it up." Bro, as she's going to punch, she nearly dodges a death hit, punches the ice with her shield. They go under. I swear it was an end right there. I was like, oh, she's cool. She's in some way. She got it. Tell me why this guy got the craziest wingspan, bro. He said,
"Bro,
give me your ankle."
Bro, it's 10 feet tall. His wingspan got to be at least almost 20 feet.
Still, this crazy wingspan, bro. She just grabs her shit and just pulls her down. They're having a full-on fight.
Underwater.
In the water.
I don't know how she has his breath, and I don't know how you can hear him scream, but you're able to hear him scream very loud and clear. And they're getting to his fight. She's wrapping around the chain around him, going around his arm, going around his neck. Nothing's working because he seems to break out of it every time, breaking the chain. She wraps it around one more time. As she's trying to do it, she gets thrown towards the anchor, realizes, oh, I can use this for a weapon. Gets him mad, tells him to punch again. Then she pulls up the shield. The shield, dude, how strong is the shield? The shield got hit like several times.
It's a blue chew shield.
By this crazy one-punch weapon. Sends her flying, magically goes through the only hole that is in that vicinity.
Oh, God.
And then...
No. Because they did just fall through a fat-ass crack. A fat asshole.
Yeah, but like it's at an angle. She's at he punched her at an angle. Like it just magically shot her through that. You know, that's angles, you know?
True.
It's not like she just went straight up.
True.
And so as he punches her, he gets sent back because they're in water, and the way that force goes is that he went that way with the punch and it went back, so therefore pushed him back like a shotgun right into the anchor, right out of his mouth. Dead Yautja.
And that's how the first one died. She went up, found her son. Last thing her son says, "Did you defeat the monster?" And dies.
And dies in her arms.
She's right there sobbing, crying. And then we see her locked away on the ship.
Abducted.
Collar on her neck.
Probed.
Then it cuts. Part 2.
The sword.
The sword.
It goes to are they brothers? Are they
They're
cousins? Or
brothers.
are they friends?
They're brothers.
That's what I was confused about.
They're brothers.
So it goes to two brothers. They're young. They're like maybe I would say 10ish. They're pretty young, having a good time, having a good day, going about their day, having fun, doing kid stuff. Doing a real good time. Out of nowhere, I'm guessing it's their dad, their master. Not too sure who he is. Probably both. And he goes to them, brings them back to headquarters.
Did I just catch you guys having fun?
Yeah, catches them, brings them back to headquarters, splits them apart, and doesn't say nothing. As he's walking up to his, I don't even know, his armored suit.
Yep.
He puts it in the middle. He grabs the headpiece, puts it in the middle of them. And then he looks at them both, throws them both a sword each. Both of them do not want to fight each other. They're very, very much not wanting to fight. They don't want to make sure they want the father to die first so they could take the throne. Pretty much in my eyes. After that, the father seems upset and looks like has the face of dishonor and disownership.
Why'd you say it like that? Why'd you say it like that?
Dishonor your family.
Anyways, as he's walking away, because he's like, all right, fuck these guys. They're not gonna fight. They're not my kids no more. They're just owned. Walking away with the helmet piece, putting it back on the mantle. As he's doing that, I'm gonna just say it's the older brother. Older brother runs at him, hits him with the craziest combo. He's not prepared for it because the younger brother still had his sword down. He's the one who mainly didn't want to fight. He felt betrayed. He's just defending himself at this point. At some point, the brother does land the shot where he knocks the sword out of his brother's hands and is able to cut his face on his right side. After that, the brother realizes he's cut and bleeding. So my bad guys, our neighbors are assholes. They play some loud music with their cars. Might hear it, might not. Hopefully you don't.
You're gonna hear it.
Anyways, he realized he's bleeding. So then after that, he goes of throwing the sword on the floor and running away. Pans out maybe I'm gonna say maybe like 15 years later, 10 years later. So they're like maybe 20s, early 20s, late teens. Their father passes away. As their father passes away, the turns out the younger brother did not run away fully. He ran away to the village down below to go be a regular village person. He hears the bells and knows that his father just had passed. And so in his mind, he already knows that his brother's taking the throne. And as his brother's taking the throne, he's like, all right, this is my time to go attack and get my revenge. He goes back to his hut, gets all of his stuff he needs, gets all his throwing knives, his swords, everything else he needs. And as he's doing all that, the other brother is preparing himself to be the next heir. And it goes about him becoming the next heir that whole day. And at nighttime, the brother decides to attack in full ninja gear. Pulls up in the water under a log, hits him with a blow dart.
Hit dude taking a piss. Bro, caught dude with his dick out.
That's fucked up. Caught him lacking. Worst way possible. Hits him with a blow dart. Drags his body.
I really get caught taking a piss and taking a shit.
Defenseless.
Wait!
Who's off?
Wait! You wipe my ass!
I'm swinging. See, I'm taking the shit. Swinging.
Continue, Goofy?
He drags the body down into the jungle so nobody sees it, and then he goes about taking people out one by one throughout the castle. And then he finally pulls up on his brother, takes all of his goons out, hits him with a red flashbang. Pow! Red smoke. kills everyone, and just leaves the brother alive. After that, tell me why this man pulls a Tony Stark move. He literally just touches his armor. Everything is on his body. Older brother is running away, ducking, dodging, bobbing, weaving, trying to get to his armor suit. Touches everything that's on the floor, and he has a full body suit on.
That was sick. I ain't gonna lie. Bro,
he had a full Tony Stark moment, bro. That shit was crazy. I was like, how is this happening? You gotta tie it. But he's like, all right, let's go. Like, what the fuck just happened?
Because during that whole fight, too, shit was getting thrown all around the room.
Yeah.
He threw a shoulder plate into the pole and it got stuck.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. He's rolling
magnets.
I don't know.
No fucking magnets.
I have no idea.
Back then? Did they?
I don't quote me.
I honestly doubt that.
But bro,
Maybe.
Like it was crazy. That to me, that's what I thought
of. He got stuck to a pole.
No, because he got lodged.
He got a throwing star into the pole.
And he that's what tripped me out. I was like, this is crazy. He had a full Tony Stark moment. After that, they both get up, have the sickest battle, bro. It was like the craziest sword fight because they're both going at it with normal swords. After that, the older brother knocks the younger brother's swords out of his hand. He pulls out a baby blade. He starts battling him with a baby blade.
Sickest part though is that baby blade. He fucking hit it, dropped, caught that shit, and went to cut him. That shit was cold.
That was a disgusting move. He hit him with deceptive move there. After that, he hits him with the knife drop, hits him with the slice. The brother starts reeling back. The younger brother didn't know how hard he hit that rail because it did crack. He cracked and he's leaning on it. And at the time, he reveals his face to him, lets him know who he is, gives him the same cut he gave him. And as he's doing that, the rail proceeds to break and he sees his brother fall and he just gets sad because I feel like he did not want to kill him. He just wanted
I don't think he wanted to kill his brother. I think he wanted to just scar him like him.
Yeah, he wanted to give him the same treatment, same revenge, and let him know that I'm top dog. I'm the big dog around here. You know, I'm the best fighter. And as he does that, Yautja out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere, he just appears. Oh, no, because he was looking at the painting of his father. There was a painting of his father. He looked just like him. He had the flashback when his father was like, y'all having fun? And out of nowhere, you just see the claw marks, and then you see the predator. Wild work.
Why does that fool always pop up after they're done fighting?
Because he's a third-party king.
Because he's a fucking asshole.
Third-party king.
He wants to see how people fight. He has to get the knowledge of what they do and how they go about their aspect of
He's the killer of killers.
And so...
But then he gets his ass beat.
Not all the time. These times he did. But... And if you guys didn't know, there's, I believe it's like 8 different versions of Yautjas. That's why in this movie there was different versions and different types, different lengths, different paws, different girths of the Yautja.
Pause at lengths too. Go ahead, continue.
And they're getting into this fight. It's honestly a pretty well off fight. They're both going back and forth. At a certain point, they drop all the way down to the water down below. And as he's dropping down below, the younger brother hit the water first.
Hold on. Before they even get to the water, as they're going to that fight, the younger brother's trying to run away. And he left 3 guards at that door alive. So when he tried to run out, before unlocking it.
Oh, yeah. I forgot. They were trying to get him.
He's like, oh, shit. Smoke bomb. Open the door. Those fools rushed in because they thought it was just a ninja. Those fools rushed in to a fucking
Yautja.
10 feet tall Yautja.
No, that one's 8.
8 feet tall Yautja. Again, what do you do?
Bro, they ran into immediate death.
That's the one where he fucking...
Yeah, that's
the one where he whipped it.
Shit, and then one almost got away and he hit that fool with a spear right in his back, got pierced up on a wall. And then he was like, oh, bro, twisted his spear, that shit opened up. Split that fool in half.
That was crazy. And then the brother's just doing ninja activities, you know.
Parkouring.
Yeah.
Again, gets to a point where he's hanging off a ledge and the predator's just walking around incognito, trying to find out where he is, trying to sense heat.
Stab him in the foot.
Right in the foot.
But in my sense, why are you giving up your location? That's my thing. I don't like giving him my. You guys know how I play. I don't like giving him my location. If I can see the enemy walk past, I'm gonna let him walk past me.
That's cap.
Guerrilla tactics.
That's cap. That's cap, guys. He's capping.
No.
He's capping. Fortnite, he's all up on that.
All right, Fortnite, he's a Russian for sure. There ain't no capping for you anywhere. What the hell? Hold on.
We call it cap on that.
That's a cap like a motherfucker.
Throw the flag.
You're the first one to rush in for a fight. Like, listen, get in the car, we're going.
We're going. We pop. He's on Northwest. We on that.
He's the first one to fight. That's crazy. You're a fat cap for that. Fat ass capper.
I'm talking about when I'm the only one alive.
No, this is the beginning of the game.
I'm talking about it's a 1v1 situation. I'm the only one alive.
It's a 1v1.
I'm
1v1 situation. We have all four of us still. You're already over.
You guys, exactly. You guys talking about when I'm talking about with the whole squad. I'm talking about the one-on-one situation. I'm gonna let him walk past me. No,
who's fucking lying?
No giving up
Don't
location.
listen to him, ladies and gentlemen.
And then
He ain't
anyway,
young Goofy anymore.
stabs him in the toes. After that, fuck you. After that, he decides, you know what?
No, there's still parkour and running, and then as they run off the cliff of one of the houses, bro turns and lets two knives out. Fucks up his helmet and I think his cloak.
No, he hits
that part was
he
sick
hits,
as
he hits
shit,
a
too.
smoke bomb so he can see exactly where he's at.
And
then that's where he hits him with the throwing knives.
And then it hits William Knifeman.
They hit the water. Oh, the younger brother hits the water first, and as he gets out of the water, he gets met by the older brother.
Yep.
He did not die. They start to battle it out. He's like, wait, something's coming.
No, he's shh. I like how they didn't say a lot of words in this whole fight. I kind of like it. This whole the whole sword part. No words really were said. I like it.
Pull up action,
bro. And then the Yacha came like Rey Mysterio off the top rope, fucking.
Booyaka.
Bro came from invisible. After that, they're like, oh, it realizes this is not a human being. This is what they're fighting. And then
older brother pushes that younger brother out the way and he gets stabbed
right across the chest
on his side.
That was in the chest.
No, it was like on his side. It hit the side of his armor. Probably hit some organs though. Definitely probably pierced the back of his lung because it went through.
Bro, he got hit, and then he was still fighting. Crazy
Adrenaline.
Work.
That's
samurai.
Yep.
Samurai.
Oi.
Motherfucker. So right after he big bro gets hit, little brother pushes him off the blade against a tree, and then homie he kicks the shit out of him for some reason, and then homie hits the spear. Older brother dodges it barely. Little brother pushes bro's head down because he knows what's gonna come after that. Then bro twists it. The two things come out, almost cut off older brother's head. Probably cut off a couple hairs. And that's when they go double team this goddamn what do they call it? Yacha?
A Yacha.
Yacha? That's what they're called? Yachas? Okay. Continue.
And then they go on this crazy 2-man and just go slice and dicing up on the Yacha. And at a certain point, it got to where they are able to not technically defeat him, but the older brother had gotten hit and he got pushed to the ground. And so the other brother was coming to his defense. And as he was running at him, he hits him with a scorpion. Get over here. But prior to that, he had stole some of his little sticky bomb things.
Nah, he went to throw a sticky bomb at the older brother, threw a knife through it and broke them all. All of them fell out besides the one he shot. So he found one of those on the ground, and that's when he hit him with the...
Oh, I thought he had a couple of them.
Nah.
It was just one? That was a big-ass explosion.
Just one and done.
Yep.
He hit him with the get over here, threw back, let him get the bomb. Older brother seen he had the bomb, dove over a rock, and then he exploded into a tree. And then honestly, at that point, the way that they were standing off, I thought they were going to fight each other
I
again.
thought they were going to fight again too, but I was like, fuck. I was like, these dudes really like to fight.
For real, I was like, they just wanted to get
They
this
just
one.
hate each other.
Yeah. And then they go on like pretty much on each side, shoulder side, and then try to figure out where exactly the Yaosha is. A leaf is slowly falling and lands on him. And once they see it land on him and get stuck, they see exactly where his body was. They run and hit this crazy ultimate like finisher. And like one goes up top, one goes up down low, and just obliterated, sliced through this Yausha.
Cut him in 3 parts.
Done.
Cut his head off and cut his half off. So all he had was all fell apart.
After that, the older brother pretty much drops to his knees, and then looking into the sunset. And then gives him the emotional speech.
And then a few words were exchanged because at the beginning of the sword sword arc, he talked about how leaves on a tree grow together, but when they fall alone. So at the end, the older brother, they have the same conversation. And the little brother steps to his side and says, but you're not alone. You're not alone, brother. Older brother falls over and dies. And then it cuts.
He just dies.
It cuts to Samurai, collarbone in the ship.
Probed?
What the Oh my God, dude.
And then
the older brother got probed.
Then we go to Bullet.
Oh,
so the bullet part starts off with John J. Torres driving this car, and it all of a sudden breaks down on the road.
He flooded the engine.
His pops comes up and tells him, "You got to fix it." He says, "I'm not a mechanic. I don't know what to do." His pop does a little thing where he turns the engine on, just feels what's going on with the car, closes his eyes, and he tells him, "You flooded the engine." Then you see a plane take off on the side, and Torres is just in shock looking at the plane like, I want to be that one day. He ends up joining up. He ends up becoming a pilot, but he's not really certified to go up yet, I believe. His captain tells him, "Fix this plane or you're not going up." And he's like, "I'm not a mechanic, boss. I'm a pilot." His captain looks at his plane. Doesn't look like it to me. How can you be a pilot on a plane?
You can't fix your own plane. What you gonna do when you're out there on the
You're just on the ground. So then out of nowhere, they get a call from an attack going on. They go up to the top. Everybody's going crazy trying to get to their planes and shit. One dude had came back. He's like, "I don't know what the fuck that was. I don't know what it was." And then, what the fuck was that? It was like a missile?
There was some guy like laying on the floor. He's like, they're chains, they're hooks, they're coming down from the sky. And then he's like pointing at what he thought was a bullet or a missile or something. He points at it. It got stuck right there, and turns out it's one of their devices they use for the chains.
Yeah, so it's like a Scorpion missile. It's only attracted to the heat of the engines.
Just heat in general.
Yeah.
Those Yaushas, they go towards heat.
So it goes after the heat. So when the engines turn on, it immediately will just shoot at an engine and bring it and rip it out and take it down. So when Torres is working on his plane right there, trying to check out that missile, another one of the mechanics go into his plane to see what's going on. Turns it on while this fool's tampering with the missile. Out of nowhere, it opens up, shoots through, and almost kills the guy checking out his plane. He's like, "Yo, Torres, what the fuck is this, dude?" And out of nowhere, it just rips it out and starts flying off. So Torres tries to go on to tell like the guy in charge of sending people out, like, "Hey, get a message to him, bring everybody back. There's something else is up there. It's not our actual enemies."
Let me say this though. So there was multiple times where these things shot through a full plane, shot through a side of a plane. This barely went through the front. Why didn't it go through the whole thing and kill him?
I want to say because it probably wasn't. They weren't up in the sky. Momentum probably. That and it wasn't because usually they shoot out of the Yacha ship, right? So it didn't have momentum of going out like that. So it didn't have all the power. It was just stationary. That's what I think.
No power.
Yeah. So he's trying to tell him like, "Hey, we need to get a message to our pilots. They need to get out the sky and come back." He's trying to, and then the other guy lets him know like, communications are down, something's interfering, and there's no other pilots here to go get him a message. Should hijack someone's plane because it's not his shit. His shit's missing the whole engine now. So he gets up there, and everybody's like, "What the fuck? What are you doing up here, Torres? This is a battlefield. Get out of here." At this point, they already kind of got rid of their actual enemies in the sky. One dude's telling him off, he's like, "Yeah, this is meant for real pilots, bro. Get the fuck out of here. Like, we don't need you up here." And out of nowhere, one of these missiles goes through that fool's plane. And that fool gets drug off. And then here comes the third party kings. Crazy ass ship.
It's a big ass ship.
Yeah. Millennium Falcon status type shit. Nah, probably smaller. Probably smaller. This ship has a combat kit better than any of the other ones we've seen so far. This ship has a fucking net that wrapped up one of the planes and just cut it all up.
That happens in Predator.
Oh yeah, yeah. They're like steel nets that like just
that have heat
that retract.
Yep, they retract and have heat to them, so that when it keeps heat, it'll just cut through anything. So imagine you're in the sky, you get wrapped up one of those, your whole plane goes down, and you fucking just cut up with it. On one of them, it doesn't cut the whole plane up though; it takes just the wings off. So bro had a kamikaze straight down, dead. So that when there's only two pilots left, it's Torres and his captain. His captain says, "All right, Torres, like, what do you got in mind? What's going on? What do you know about this?"
You know what made me laugh about that situation? Bro finally wanted to listen.
Yeah.
He's like, oh,
he
shit.
finally wanted to listen to him.
Hey, what you got in mind, buddy?
Oh, shit.
So Torres has the idea, is like, all right, if they're attracted to heat, so we need to cool our engines. So they gun straight up.
They pull an Iron Man.
Yep, straight up. And when they get to a certain height, Torres wants to kill the engines. Captain realizes only one can survive. Captain never cuts his engines, so the bullets head straight towards Captain's. Bye-bye. He's done. How do you say it again? Yamcha?
Yamcha.
I keep trying to call him Yamcha.
Yamcha? The Yamchas. The Yauchas.
The Yauchas thinks he's good. He killed it all. He don't see heat no more in the sensor, so he's diving down, and Torres is right behind him. Before turning his engine on, he's trying to line up the perfect shot to shoot at this fool's engine. Gets the shot, happy as shit. Thinks he got it going down. Turns his engine back on. Motherfucker still following him. At that point, did it fall in the water?
No, he goes on this crazy ass chase where he takes him through the enemy's battleship field, and then so it's a big ass target. So he's like, oh, since it's a big ass target, I'm gonna take it to the battlefield. Hopefully, he gets shot. Does get shot, gets shot down. Doesn't get fully shot down. He sees it goes into the water, and he's like, oh, I'm safe. I got this.
Celebrating out of nowhere, this shit popped out the water like Jaws. Yep, it just started raging out the water. He turns like, bro, what the fuck?
Man.
I thought I was home free, and he's trying to think, okay, what else do I got? What can I do? What does Pops teach him? Gotta flood the engine. So all he has left in this thing is this parachute and his flare gun and the plane, of course. So he starts flooding the engine. He opens up his ceiling. He's doing that whole scene. He's like, come on, shoot me down, motherfucker. When he shoots it down, he shoots it through. He's like, all right, bet. He puts the parachute on the back on the plane. How the fuck is he tied to the plane, bro? That was my question.
It's
I
a
have
fucking
no
movie.
idea.
It's a fucking movie.
Yeah, he somehow gets the parachute around the plane to where when he gets shot down, he goes straight back into the ship. The engine flies off. Plane goes into the water. Torres jumped into the water himself. The engine came around and slammed right back into the Yamcha ship. Blew his shit up. Yamcha's defeated. Torres sends his flare up. He went home. He got a medal for the shit.
Not an honorable discharge. Never mind.
No, he just got a medal.
He got a medal.
Purple Heart.
Yeah.
Nah, not even that. He just got a medal. He's at home. He's back at home. War is over. He's fixing his car. Out of nowhere, everything starts rumbling around him. Earthquake.
Big ass ship.
Lady from Fire Force may have pulled up, he thought. Shaking the earth. I wouldn't have done this. I don't know if Goofy would have done this. I don't know if you would have done this. Big earthquake. Do you go outside and try to see what the fuck's going on?
Yeah.
Where's he from, though? Because
Yeah.
California, no, we don't fucking do that. But I don't know. Maybe it's like,
Well, you don't want to be inside.
yeah, you do.
No, you don't.
You do.
No, you don't.
You do.
I was taught to go under a desk.
I was taught to go under a desk, under a doorway, in the
Yeah, but what
hot
the fuck's
tub.
gonna fall from the sky?
a tree, a light
Yeah,
pole.
but look. All right. You stay inside. How much shit's gonna fall on you?
Again, I'm not staying in this exact area. I'm going underneath the table. I'm going underneath the doorway. I'm going
the fucking
in
table's
the
gonna
bathtub.
block your fucking shit. Where's the table? What table?
My desk. That's where I'm going.
That shit's gonna get smashed. Dude, it's particle board. I'm going outside.
So
I'm
you're going
outside.
outside. You're getting abducted and probed.
Okay, you didn't let me finish. Anyway, he gets abducted,
Take
and then he gets probed.
Goofy. Take it from here. So Torres gets in the
The
ship.
end.
He's abducted too, and then he ends up seeing the Viking. He's up there with the Viking chick and the samurai.
So they like fucking
They
time traveled?
No, they froze him. Take it from here, Goofy. You know
the
more about this.
Cairo chamber.
They put him in the freeze chamber and let him sleep, and then woke up, and then
Now we reach that.
they take him to the I don't know what the planet of the Yautjas is called, but they take him to their planet, and then they pretty much introduce them to their leader, and their leader tells them that you have the leader shows them that they have a bomb strapped to their neck by killing a Yautja who probably either lost or did something wrong or something along those lines. Gets his head blown up by the device on their neck, and then they're doing it for sport.
The only one we understand and is really talking is Torres. The samurai fool is silent the whole time. The Viking chick's just. And
Yeah,
Torres is like, dude, we got a fucking bomb on our neck, guys. What do we do? He's the only guy speaking English so we can understand. Everybody else is just like fucking grinding their teeth and shit. Samurai just.
I'm gonna die.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm gonna die.
And then the callers also work as a translator for them too. So
Only for the aliens.
yeah. So
Oh,
it goes on to explain to him. The leader says, "All right, you three are gonna fight to the death. Winner faces me." Does a little boop bop beat, gives everybody the weapon of their tribe. So Viking girl gets an axe. Samurai guy gets a sword. I feel so bad for Torres. He got
a flare.
He got a fucking
No,
musket.
he got a blicky.
He got a musket that you have to pack with gunpowder and shit.
He got a handgun.
He looked
blicky.
at it. He said, "This isn't even from my fucking era." Pissed.
Bro, give me a little Uzi, yeah?
So during this fight, he's just like, "What the fuck I do with this?" By the time he picks his gun up, he hasn't even got to that point yet.
You're gonna be so fucking sorry, bitch.
Do that again. Do that again. Do that again.
It's a musket, bro.
You're gonna clean someone's musket.
Nah, it
huh?
was the little. It was just a pistol one.
It's a pistol musket.
Pistol.
Yeah. So how'd you do with the pistol?
It's like that. The pistol, huh?
So by the time he picks the pistol up, he's like, "What the fuck? This ain't from my era." He's already getting He's getting bum rushed by the Viking girl already. She's like, "Fuck it. If I gotta kill y'all to fight this guy, I'm gonna do it." So he's trying to he's like, wait. I don't want to do this. Like, we gotta find a way out of here. She's swinging the axe. She's like, "All right, fuck it." Clink, 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 clink. It's not loaded.
Nothing in it.
So he's like, "What the fuck?" Samurai guy comes to help him out.
Says we all same. Same.
Yeah,
But
Samurai's
different.
pretty much trying to let him
Still
know,
same.
like, oh, we shouldn't fight. We gotta work together. There's a big language gap. Nobody understands anybody.
Yeah, it's
No.
Japanese, and ignore it.
Torres knows what the Japanese guy is saying to an extent. He was based out in Japan.
Yeah, so Torres got a little bit of
You got a little
Japanese
Mandarin in him.
I don't know if
He
that's
went on to
It's Mandarin.
he,
Chinese Mandarin.
so he explained.
Japanese and Chinese different.
He said,
pal.
"Hi, my name is
same,
Torres.
but
No.
I'm fish."
No.
So
Don't say that.
He can't. You bleep that. He can't.
What you mean?
He don't.
It's all like they put words together.
So he don't completely understand him, right? Oh fuck, bro.
Shit, man.
So there's a fat language gap. Torres is trying to comment the whole situation.
What you saying?
The king doesn't like how they're not completely fighting the kills, so he's like, "Fuck it, I'll send out a big monster to liven shit up." The monster's getting escorted out by
To Yautja.
a Yautja. I said it wrong anyway. He's getting escorted out, and the dude's like, "All right, move."
Bro stabs it.
Pokes its butt, like move. Thing gets pissed, grabs him by the tail, whips it up, fucking eats it. Eats the Yautja real quick.
Dead.
Dead. So when it gets out there, it's making a fucking beeline for these guys. First thing it does, swallows Torres.
Torres is explaining some shit like he's a Spider-Man. He's like, yeah, we gotta do this, and boom, up in the air, dead.
Gone.
Swallowed.
Well, you think he's dead. Bro's just throated.
So as he's
just throwed it.
As he's trying to explain, the Viking girl sees her son through Torres. She's like, whoa. And then he gets swallowed. And then she gets pissed because she feels like she just lost another one of her sons. So she starts grinding her teeth again and goes on to start cutting this thing up with her axe, only for it to break her axe.
After that, Torres is in the throat. Torres is in the throat when he finds a Yautja's arm. Because when they got ate, his arm was still out. And so it cut it basically in half in a way. Not in a way, just the arm was out.
It chopped it up and it clopped the arm off to right here.
Yeah, where it had the little boop-bop beep-beep.
So it still had the boop-bop beep-bop-boop.
And so he finds it, does the little boop-bop beep-bop, trying to figure out what it does, pulls out a knife in it. Bro starts right in the throat.
Nah, he's two-handing that shit. He's two-handing trying to stab you. He's going crazy.
Wait, do that again?
Nah. You said, how's he go?
We're clipping the shit out of this one.
I'm making clips of this episode, bro, for sure. So he's in there going crazy with this thing, right? Guess what she finds on the floor to fight with?
The musket.
Nah, she finds a shield.
She finds a broken piece of metal to use as a shield. And then the samurai realizes that she's fighting it, and he goes, oh, this is our opportunity to fight together. So they go about slicing and dicing and cutting it up and messing up this. I don't even know what it is. This is a weird alien beast.
So Torres is fucking it up from the inside. They're fucking it up from the outside. It ends up falling over, dying, with Torres still inside. They have a motorcycle come and push this thing off.
Yeah,
Torres is still in there.
He's like
so
complaining.
Now they think it's down to the Viking and the samurai. So they're still she's about to square off again with this guy, and he's trying to explain it in his language. You see what we do together? We can work together and fight this guy. And she's over there. Out of nowhere, Torres pops out. He finessed their fucking motorcycle.
He killed the Yautja, took the motorcycle.
Well, right before this, the samurai is like, you know what? I'm not going to play these guys' game no more. Lays down his sword, gets down on his knees. He's like, I'm not playing this no more. I'm not going to fight you. I'm not playing their game. The king gets upset. Beep, bop, boop, beep. It's about to blow their shit up. That's when Torres pops out. Man! Hey, guys. Glad to see me. We friends now? All the colors pop off. He's trying to explain, if we can get to that ship, I shot one of them bitches down, I can probably pilot that shit out of here. So they fucking,
how do you have that thought? It's an alien ship. You don't know.
I beep, beep, dude. I take that shit off your neck, boy. What the hell?
He's like, I could probably do it.
Do that shit.
So they ride the motorcycle up this giant skull against the fucking king. What does he do to blow that shit up?
He throws a spear right through the chest, or through the motor.
Yeah, so he blows up their motorcycle.
Mid-flight.
Yep.
Yeah, no, he's driving it, and then they're going it, and he like throws a spear at it. The Viking lady and the samurai get knocked off. Torres is still fucking trying to drive the shit, ends up just throwing it off, and that's when it explodes. And then it's a 2v1 out of nowhere. That's when Torres is like, you know what? I'm gonna duck off and go straight to the. Not even help. I'm gonna go straight to the ship.
He can't even fight. He goes straight to the ship. He's over there fucking boop bop beep bop boop bop bop boop, trying to find out how this shit works. And these two are like, all right. They look eye to eye and figure out like, okay, we gotta fight together. So they start trying to piece up this thing.
They're fucking it up. They're fucking the king up.
I honestly love how the Viking girl fights, bro. She got on that fool's back, how she did the first one, and started chopping at his neck with a damn fucking piece of metal. She's sick as shit, bro.
She was going crazy. After that, they're pretty much doing this like blocking defense method. She's blocking all the hits. The samurai slicing them, and she's getting her hits in too because it's a sharp ass piece of metal that she's using. So she's able to slice them up. After that, Torres is actually able to get the ship up and going. Not up and going, but he gets it to run. And then as he gets it to run, he blows the Yautja off of the skull piece, and then it does the same thing as everybody else. Sticks his fucking spear into it, and he's hanging off the edge. And the Viking does the same thing with her shield into the skull and then holds onto the samurai. After that, Thor is able to get the burners not face towards them and actually face towards the ground so it could be hovering. They tell them, Thor is yelling at both of them to rush onto the plane. As they're rushing onto the plane, the Yautja throws a spear and it cuts off the samurai's arm. So now my man has no arm. He's
Armless.
one arm right now. Bleeding out.
arm.
Yeah, because the Viking lady had them over. They were over each other's shoulder trying to walk up because they were already kind of hurt. Homie sees this, pushes her off, and as he pushed out, lost the whole arm up to right here.
Nub.
Bleeding out now. They're in the plane. They're about to take off when they get shot down by
No, they didn't get shot down. They got hit by a spear, one of them chain
a
spears.
spear with a chain by one of those. It was like a tank thing too.
Yeah.
So the thing's locked right there. It's pretty much going to drag them back. Only way out. Viking looks at both of them, says,
You know what's weird though? She said, "Don't avenge me. Do not avenge me." I said, "What?"
Well, because the Vikings are taught to go to avenge their fallen. So her thing is like, all right, don't avenge me.
Yeah,
She
you
thought,
ain't my people.
yeah, because she thought of them both as her boys. She kept saying, like, these are my boys now. So when she got back down there, she legit got her shield, slid down the chain, dodging a bunch of arrows. Big King took a final swing at her. She fucking looped around, fucking swung her legs up, put her shield through the fucking gun, cut the chain off. So she's right there just facing down the king saying, my boys got away. It don't matter to me now. What can you do? They fucking freeze her again.
Oh my god.
They freeze her again. The king's looking out like, all right, guys. Tells all the Yamchas it's time for a hunt.
We get them.
So there's gonna be. I'm thinking there's gonna be a part 2.
So,
Or like a little mini series.
so in the cutscene, they're pushing her back in the cryo chamber, and they shows a bunch of other cryo chambers with probably a bunch of other warriors that beat
The Yautjas.
the Yamchas.
Yeah, which is
And then it zooms in on one of them. It's the girl from the movie Prey. You seen that movie?
That movie is fire. The kills in there too are super insane.
So it shows one of those girls frozen. Do you think anybody else is frozen in those from what the movies?
Arnold
Possibly.
Schwarzenegger.
No, they didn't. That's what that video I sent you. They said
Get
that
to the job,
the only one that most likely did escaped and didn't go into cryo chamber was Donald Glover's or Danny Glover's character, and they probably had a double back for Arnold Schwarzenegger's character.
This was a great fucking movie. I'll get this.
This movie's a 10, bro. This movie's fire.
Animation was fire. Kills were crazy.
Storyline was great.
So much gore too, bro.
I gotta go and rewatch it.
I watched it twice.
I watched it twice.
I watched it once. I was in and out.
I just didn't watch the end until today because I was asleep.
I've been tired.
So
You're in the office.
Out of everybody we've seen, out of the three we've seen, who was your guys' favorite?
The ninja.
I like the Viking.
Ninja.
And then what are your guys' best kills from each three?
All right, so my favorite from the Viking one has to be when she stuck the shield through the door.
Okay, so we all have the same
name.
then.
Kicked that food through
We all
the-
have the same one then.
I think the funniest one from that was when she kicked the dude in the fire and he was just, ah! Let me see the ninja one. I ain't gonna lie, that whole ninja shit too was gas when he was trying to be silent. And he kept catching dude's head before they hit the gong.
Bro, that reminded me of Jackie Chan.
Caught the dude before he fell, and then all for the dude across the ding.
That shit reminded me of
He was
Jackie
like,
Chan.
"Oh, fuck, dropped him, let that dude fall in the rest.
That shit reminded me of Jackie Chan so much. The way that Jackie Chan usually fights people, he's always trying to be quiet, making sure they don't hear a noise or making sure they don't drop or anything. He's everywhere. He'll have their shirt, he'll have a tie, he'll have their shoelace, he'll have something just so they don't fall.
Did he kill those guys?
No, he just knocked him out.
Then that can't even be my favorite kill from that. Fuck. I think my favorite kill from the ninja part was when that dude got hit with the spear and got the craziest back shot we ever seen.
Whoa. Mine was the end kill with the double brother slice.
Oh yeah, that was sick. Shit, I forgot about that one.
What about yours?
That wasn't the actual predator kills.
Yeah, probably that one right there with the double slice, the triple slice.
What about the bullet now?
The bullet, fuck. Captain's kill that shit was hard.
Damn, bro. Okay, I was thinking that one too. The way it looped around and fucking.
Yep, that shit was cold.
That shit was crazy. I was like,
fell asleep on
no. Yeah, that one was sad to me, and then it was just like, dude, that was a crazy kill.
The funniest one from that was the dude that was talking shit to Torres.
Oh, yeah,
get the fuck out of here. We don't need you. This is a war zone. Out of nowhere, he gets fucking. Oh, he was
blown the fuck up.
Yeah, that one was crazy.
Oh fuck!
Great movie.
Yeah,
Great movie.
Nice. I love it.
I think that's all we got to talk about for the week, guys. Where we at?
2 hour.
Word? Oh my God, man! I gotta shoot you some more bread on this. Thank you guys for joining us today. It's been the Anything That Happened podcast, episode 55. We'll see you guys next week.